his back. He was fouled from the back by Steve Tate.
So Jackson Baptist will get the kick.
You can see Sean Van Horn is stretching right now. He must be cramping up, which is kind of unusual in this cold weather. Usually it's a heat problem, it's a dehydration problem.
Well, after playing half the first half, these are two evenly matched teams.
Yeah, this is going to go all the way down to the wire, I got a feeling. There's Jason Curry working his way down the left side. We've got a foul here against Mount Pleasant. Jackson Baptist will take a free kick.
There's Jason Curry, a 6'3" senior. The finals of the 1995 MHSAA football playoffs take place Thanksgiving weekend at the Pontiac Silverdome with 4 games each day. On Friday, November 29th, the action takes place in single-letter divisions, with the double-letter championships being decided on Saturday, November 30th. Tickets are now available through the Pontiac Silverdome box office. Our coverage of the finals on Pass begins December the 8th with the Class D finale.
Doug Fitch likes to sub at the 10-minute mark, beginning of the game, and get his outside midfielders back off the field, give them a rest, and then get them back in quickly, which is what he did here. He brought Walls and Shinneberry back into the game after a brief rest.
And it goes out for a goal kick.
Substitution.
Another substitution. Joe Conway and Joel Pappenfuss.
Joseph Conway, and number 8.
Coming into the Mount Pleasant lineup. No score, 17:08 left to go in the first half. Mount Pleasant Baptist and Jackson Baptist. Class D championship.
The Jackson team has 8 seniors and 9 juniors, so there's a lot of hope for the future with this team. Also, 4 sophomores and 2 freshmen are on the squad, and they have not sat down since they got here.
No, they have been standing since the opening kick.
Well, Doug Fitch never played soccer, but he coached basketball and played basketball for years, and he's used a lot. There's a lot of similarity in the two games. You're going to goal. There's zone defense he likes to use. He uses that. He learned that from basketball. And to be a coach for 19 years and to finally make it to the state championship.
Yeah, it's incredible.
He must be feeling awful good. And, you know, he's got to really thank his son here. We'll see Van Horn here. He's going to look to send the ball right at the goalkeeper. You can see last time it was very effective.
Yep.
Feisik had to struggle to make the save.
And there it is, a header out in front.
I think that was Jason Curry, perhaps, who got his head on the ball.
Yes, it was.
Shot on goal by number 13.
And Feisik clears it out. Mount Pleasant attacking once again.
Nice play by Tim Walls. Finding Jeff Fitch right in the middle of the field with plenty of space. Fitch looking to try and get the ball up to Ryan Johnson. It's Ryan Johnson right now standing with 4 defenders near him.
Throw in. Mount Pleasant.
If they can shake him loose, he can be very dangerous in this ball game.
Number 7, Kaufman taking the throw.
Mount Pleasant Baptist on the ball in the white shirts. Jackson Baptist in the purple. Jeremy House trying to get on it, cleared away by Ben Frederick. This is Ryan Johnson at midfield.
See Kaufman coming up to pressure from the back. Nice give and go.
Van Horn
and House.
Down for Seidlecki. And it goes out.
Here's Van Horn with a big throw again. Well, he can make it dangerous from 30 yards out.
Taking the throw.
You can see him lick his fingers and try and get a grip on this ball. It's hard when it's that cold, and he's directing traffic. And looking for Curry once again.
Oh, heads it high over the crossbar.
It's hard to know when you got your back to the goal exactly where you are and exactly how much you need to get on it. Perhaps if you let that skim off the top of his head, he got this front part of the head on it and tried to flick it over, but it's so hard to tell. Good effort. He's had a couple of good head ball opportunities there. He stands so tall, and then he can jump as well. He makes it very difficult to defend. You know, Jackson Baptist is twice the size, although they only have 130 students, of Mount Pleasant. Both these teams have never been to the championship game before.
Throw in Jackson.
Last year in Class D, it was Muskegon West Michigan Christian beating Bloomfield Hills Roper 3-1 in the championship game.
In 4 inches of snow.
That's right.
Tripping, direct kick.
And freezing rain during the game. But a great day today with sunny skies, 29-degree temperatures. This is Mount Pleasant.
You can see Mount Pleasant is doing a nice job of defending. They're not letting Jackson get into their offensive game plan, working the ball, finding Ryan Johnson. So they're able to carry the load and create the pace of this game.
Joe Conway has it taken away by Corey Espinoza. Here's Jeremy House.
Espinoza is a very active defender. Once again, he got back and was tackling House on that play. And they need to be aware of House because he can be so dangerous at that part of the field in particular. He can dribble. He's got great view of the field. He's an excellent passer, and he can create situations where he's going to bring a defender towards him and then lay off the ball to somebody coming through for a shot on goal. Here's Van Horn once again with the big throw. Oh, that's a major looking throw.
It's loose in the crease and cleared out of there.
Well, I'll tell you, it's getting closer every time, and that was once again Curry who was competing for that one. Referee's just waiting for ball possession here. And he's taking time. I think that's Ryan Johnson.
Yes, it is Ryan Johnson.
And
okay. The throw in by Van Horn.
Here's Van Horn, and he's looking for Curry once again. And Curry's going to go up high, and there's Feisick. And you can see the Jackson defenders are not jumping with Curry. They're leaving it to their goalkeeper to do so. There's got to be a body between the goalkeeper and that attacker in order to really defend.
And I thought I might have saw a handball in the box there, too, that might have gone by unnoticed.
Well, the ref doesn't want to make the score in the game. He wants to let the players do it. Jackson Baptist can ill afford to have Ryan Johnson injured. He scored 35 of their goals in the regular season.
Well, he's going to come down off to the side for a quick rest after bumping with one of the Mount Pleasant players.
Looks like he has strained his lower back some, and he seems to be okay. We'll probably get back in the game, but I'm sure that Coach Fitch has checked with him to make sure that he'll be able to play.
Yeah. Ben Frederick.
He's got an ice pack right now on his right hip.
Yep. Probably be bruised tonight.
I'll tell you, he puts a ball in the net this afternoon, he won't even think about it. Good defensive play there by LaFlamme. Diving to stop Joe Conway there on the attack.
Van Horn once again on the throw-in. And he's looking for Curry. Nice defensive work there by Ben Frederick.
Good shot taken there.
Number 22, Jonathan Van Horn.
Van Horn has 7 goals in the last 2 ball games. He's got a hot foot.
He sure does.
And he's going to follow up those throw-ins. He's going to throw it, and then he's going to come into the attack as well. He had a little spin on that ball. Good head ball out there by Fredericks. But here comes Van Horn once again. Oh, and what a great shot that was, near post. Upper 90. Just above the upper 90.
Off the football crossbar.
So what's going to happen for Jackson here is going to have to be a counterattacking situation. And that's what Mount Pleasant has to be aware of. Because of Ryan Johnson's speed, they're keeping Jackson bottled up. If he gets loose one time back in the game, if he gets back in the game and gets loose, it could be very dangerous for Mount Pleasant.
Ryan Johnson down on the sideline getting his back rubbed with that ice pack. There's a chance for Jackson Baptist. This is Walls working toward the box. Nice defensive work there by Ben Kaufman.
Walls has 13 goals and assists this year. You can see he's patient with the ball. And there's a free kick right here. Look for Jeff Fitch. He's scored half a dozen goals on free kicks this season to take a shot at goal. It's a direct. You can see the ref is moving the wall back to where he likes it. And it's hard to tell if Jeff's going to hit this left or right-footed. He's going to hit it with the outside of his right foot.
Ooh, just over the crossbar.
He lined it up with the outside of his right foot. And that makes it difficult when you stand in that position. The goalkeeper's not sure what you're up to. He doesn't know where to move. Fitch will be sitting back just a slight bit on the shot. That's why it rises and goes above, but it was close.
Let's go, White. Hey, somebody in front of him.
9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first half. No score still. Ryan Johnson coming back into the Jackson Baptist lineup. This is for the state championship. You don't want to be sitting on the sideline for it.
He looks like he's running fine, too.
Wall's on the ball, trying to play it in for Johnson. Does. Oh, cleared out of there nicely.
You know what makes Mount Pleasant such a tough defensive team is it's hard to get a clear shot off.
Yeah.
Because there's so many active defenders, good athletes back there. That was a nice play by Walls, but you can see Johnson had a lot of competition for that ball. It was well defended.
Yep, saving the day, Josh Hook, number 9.
Josh Hook is their sweeper. Walls has a lot of assists this year. He gets the ball into Johnson. He can't get much on it. Ball saved off the line there by Hook.
Jackson Baptist on it.
Nice piece of defensive work for Mount Pleasant there by Seidelecki. He's able to flip one of the Jackson players over his back and continue to play on.
And they safely kick it off to the side.
Steve Tate felt pressure. He said, I'm going to just get rid of this ball. Let them take a throw. But this gives Jeff Fitch the opportunity to try and find Ryan Johnson or Tim Walls. He's going to right now.
Jackson Baptist just trying to keep the pressure on. Ben Frederick can't hold on. It goes out.
And Ben better get back quickly because he's leaving Jeremy House all alone.
Van Horn plays it down. Losey goes back to get it for Jackson.
Once again, there's Seidelecki getting his foot on the ball. He's very active. Good tackle there. Was able to get possession of the ball, but kept Jackson from advancing it.
And the ball goes out. Another throw in for Jackson Baptist with 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
But one goal in this game could be monumental, Doc.
Yep.
Throw in Eagles, number 9.
No 9-0 game here, I don't think.
No.
Mount Pleasant. Nice defensive work there. Staying on it is Pat LaFlamme.
You can see a lot of one-touch ball being played here by Mount Pleasant. They're knocking the ball around fairly successfully.
Videotapes of this year's MHSAA Boys Soccer Finals are available for purchase through Advanced Video Service in Columbiaville. Each game is $24 and may be ordered by writing Advanced Video Service, 5547 Columbiaville Road, Columbiaville, Michigan, 48421. Allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Jackson Baptist, a nice ball down for Ryan Johnson, who almost was sprung loose.
And Curry with a great tackle there to keep the ball going in the direction he wants it to go for Mount Pleasant.
Cleared away by John Bollinger. Fans thought there should have been a call, but very incidental.
Worked out for Jackson either way as Walls looks to throw this ball in. You can see they're going head to head.
Yeah, they're both going for the ball on that.
Looked like Kaufman had a little leverage there he was using. But it's shoulder to shoulder, no grabbing going on.
Goes out on the side.
This will be a throw-in for Mount Pleasant. You know, Jackson Marshall will be playing in the Class B final. Jackson Baptist has played Marshall twice, and they split with them. You can tell they're a very potent team, this Jackson Baptist group.
Throw by hook.
Van Horn keeps it alive. Van Horn on the ball. John Van Horn doing a nice job. Crosses over for House. It's loose in the box area, but Feisick holds on.
Number 13, Jeremy House.
That's quite a combination they have working there with Van Horn and House. House had a little more time than I think he realized. He could have carried that ball a little bit, but a nice pass laid off to him across the middle, soft on the ground, something he could run into. It's called a weighted ball. He was able to run in, and he decided to hit it first time. He probably had more time than that.
Here's Ryan Johnson at the other end.
Now we're getting end-to-end action.
Yep. Johnson goes down. And Jackson Baptist on the throw-in. Number 9, Jed Kuzmano, coming into the Jackson Baptist lineup now.
He replaces LaFlamme, and he's working his way towards the midfield now. And Jeff Fitch is going to take this throw and look for Ryan Johnson to receive and try and turn and get something here.
2 markers on him immediately.
It looked like a call went against him. You can see the first half is ticking down. Still no score. There's been some good opportunities. I'd say Mount Pleasant has had probably more because of the throwing situation and Curry being able to climb the ladder, standing at the beginning at 6'3", and then climb the ladder and putting pressure on Feisick and Jackson Baptist.
It's a real advantage when you can have someone like Van Horn on the throw-ins. And Van Horn plays it all the way down. Feisick comes out and holds on.
You can see Jeremy House is running from sideline to sideline. He's their guy to run to sideline to sideline. Then other players like Curry and Sidelecki will fill into the middle as needed. But they're really looking for House to go sideline to sideline because he does such a great job possessing the ball.
Walls with a high ball goes over the crossbar. 3 minutes exactly left to go in the first half. As you take a look at Adam Reed, the goalkeeper for Mount Pleasant Baptist.
Jackson likes to play what they call a triple diamond. They have a diamond in the back, so they have a stopper and a sweeper, but they also like to have a diamond up front, and that's where Ryan Johnson comes in handy because he's your target man up front, and Jeff Fitch is trying to send the ball to him. I'm surprised to see that House has so much room to roam, Doc.
Yeah, they're not marking him very closely at all.
No, and he keeps getting to the ball, and eventually that could cause problems if he can be more effective. But they're doing a nice job of keeping him once he turns with the ball from penetrating very far. So maybe that's a better way to approach it. Because he's so quick on the turn, maybe you need to give him a little space, have him turn, and keep marking the players that he's trying to go to and take them off the dribble.
And coming into the Mount Pleasant lineup now is number 16, Nathan Rader. And Jeremy House gets a break.
Yeah, you can tell he's whipped. He's a tired puppy, and it's a good time to give him a break with just under 2 minutes and a half. That'll give him a couple extra minutes.
Right, with halftime.
Yeah, to take a break. And you see that with the high-quality players like a Michael Jordan in basketball. You take him out, give him an extra set. Here's Van Horn. He's through.
Oh, shot just misses.
And you can see he did not get the meat of his foot on that ball. He hit it on the inside part, and it slipped off. And wide. Did not get the shot he wanted. That was really the clearest break we've had without a defender. Van Horn breaking through, and he's been so potent lately, putting 7 up in the last 2 ball games. He had 2 against Roper in the state semifinal match at Flint in the Valley.
Frederick gets it out toward midfield. Substitution as number 10, Adam Morris, comes in. See this one-touch game that's being played by
Ref calls advantage there because Mount Pleasant still has possession of the ball. Mount Pleasant playing a one-touch game in the midfield, knocking it around quickly. There it is again, and
Another
there's Van
chance.
Horn. He'll need to pull this ball back.
Van Horn with a beautiful cross between the two defenders.
And that's exactly what he did, was pull the ball back, looking for somebody to slide through the middle. That's usually Jeremy House, who is sitting on the bench, taking a break.
Ryan Johnson trying to get a last shot.
And you can see there's two defenders back with Johnson.
Yep.
Not only is Hook back there, but it appears that...
And Van Horn comes up with it again. But three defenders back on him.
Stephen Tate is marking Ryan Johnson man for man.
And that's the end of the first half. And a well-played first half in this Class D championship game. And no score between Jackson Baptist and Mount Pleasant Baptist. This is the MHSAA on Pass.
Activities through the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award, sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance. The Scholar Athlete Award will present a $1,000 college scholarship in every sport in which the MHSAA sponsors a postseason tournament. A total of 24 in all. The school application deadline is November 25th, so contact your high school counselor today.
Back here at Lowell, Michigan, we're at halftime, where Jackson Baptist and the Mount Pleasant Eagles are tied 0-0 in the Class D championship game. In an equal game for both teams, as they've just been playing very evenly the whole time, and that's why there's no score. Our guest this halftime is Luke Schaefer from Farm Bureau Insurance. And Luke, Farm Bureau and the Michigan High School Athletic Association have been involved for many, many years with their Scholar Athlete Awards. Give us a little bit of background to the program.
Well, it's a big program, and it's doing a pretty good job for the students of Michigan, we think. We provide 24 $1,000 scholarships for the top scholar athletes in the state. It's sort of our way of honoring students who are outstanding in the academics and on the athletic field and in the community.
Now, we have some really great kids in schools here, and Farm Bureau just jumps right in and helps out. There's a benefit, of course, for Farm Bureau because of the advertisement, but the benefit of for the kids is incredible.
Absolutely. In fact, you call them great kids. We call them amazing and inspiring kids. These are look at the standards they have to meet. They have to have at least a 3.5 grade point average. They have to have at least one varsity letter prior to their senior year. They have to have letters of recommendation from their community leaders. Have to be involved in school activities. They have to show involvement in community activities like volunteer work, like charity, like church. These are really complete complete, well-rounded student who use their whole high school career to better themselves in body, mind, and spirit. They're just great.
And there aren't just a few, there are quite a few, so it's a tough process.
There are thousands of them. In fact, we're setting a record this year. We expect to have over 3,000 applicants for this award. People
Wow.
who are meeting these criteria.
And it's got to be just difficult figuring out who is and who isn't. How's the process determined?
Well, the student submits the application and all the support materials to the principal, and then from all these statewide applications, we have a panel of educators who determine regional winners, and from these regional winners, we select the 24 scholarship winners.
Mm-hmm. Why is this program so important for Farm Bureau?
Well, we're a company that believes in Michigan. We believe in its families. We believe in the future. We believe in the students of the state. We're a one-state operation, and we think that the people of the state are really important. And we're involved in other youth programs, too, like Junior Achievement, like the American MHSAA Contest, FFA, and we sponsor dozens of workshops and events with the Michigan High School Athletic Association throughout the year.
Now, if you're a graduating senior this year, how do you go about entering?
Well, the high school principal has all the information, and all the applications have to be in by November 25th to the high school principal, so they should check with their high school principal if they're interested in participating.
Okay. Well, Luke, thank you very much, and what a fantastic program.
Thank you. We think it's great, too.
Luke Schaefer from Farm Bureau Insurance, and we'll be back in just a moment to review our halftime stats.
It's time for a look back in Michigan high school sports history with the Front Row Flashback. It's 1993. The defending Class A champion Pilots of Warren De La Salle are tied in overtime with the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson. With less than 2 minutes left in overtime, Paul Mueller gets the ball and kicks an angle shot that eludes the Spartan goaltender. And the Pilots of Warren De La Salle are the Class A soccer champs for the second straight year.
Can I get some milk, please?
She got the last one.
Excuse me, I'll be right back, okay?
Ain't too special. All right, let's not take half of the bag, huh?
You become a sweet taste in my mouth.
Ooh.
And I know you're gonna. Oh, yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
If you do decide.
Got milk. Check, please.
Whether they live on the farm, in the country, the suburbs, or downtown, Farm Bureau Insurance serves them all. Life, home, retirement, auto, business.
We're making your future more predictable. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Farm Bureau Insurance.
The MHSAA On Pass is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award, and by the United Dairy Industry of Michigan, promoting healthy eating habits through the Sports Nutrition Award Program.
Back here at Lowell High School, we're at halftime where the Jackson Baptist Royals and the Mount Pleasant Baptist Eagles are tied at 0-0. Joel Epstein is with me, and Joel, the halftime stats, pretty even if you take a look at them there. Shots, saves, pretty close.
Well, one of the interesting things about the stats, when we look at corner kicks, Jackson's corner kicks came first. They put the pressure on at the beginning of the game, and then we have the corner kicks 3 in a row for Mount Pleasant at the end of the half, towards the end of the half, middle, towards the end of the half. So they started putting pressure on, and they couldn't answer. Their best opportunities came for Mount Pleasant in the first half. Sean Van Horn creating them both with assist-type passes, throw-ins to Jason Curry, and then he had that good chance just at the end of the half where he got past everybody, was on the right side of the goal but wasn't able to finish, knocked it wide of the net.
And we'll be back with the start of the second half in just a moment. One of your sponsors is Farm Bureau Insurance.
In every corner of the state, Michigan folks receive a special kind of insurance help from Farm Bureau Insurance agents. Help when it counts. People talking with people, and that'll never change. Wherever you live, whatever your lifestyle, your Farm Bureau agent is near you and has one objective:
We're making your future more predictable. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Farm Bureau Insurance.
Tom, can I make a suggestion? You're fired!
Welcome to eternity.
Rivers flow, love. Heaven. Yeah. Forever.